Alright, welcome to the selection playoff show. We're going to do something a little bit different. Usually I just play the games, that's the stream, and we leave it at that. But I figured, you know what, for the first time for the playoffs, to figure out who our 8 teams are going to be, we are going to do an actual show. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. Hopefully I won't drag it out too long. But what I do want to do is I'm just going to put up something for the background. Let's do something fun. Let's just go. Yeah, perfect. That can just be up in the background while we do everything. It doesn't have to be 8 minutes, I don't think. Let's go 4 minutes, because I don't think it's going to take a whole 5-minute quarter football game. Alright, so I have our utility tool. This is going to be up over everything, so we're not going to really be able to see much of the game anyway. I'll put it up here for now. We can move it if we want to. So we got to open up our thing. This is the Dynasty user data. Oh, why does it want that? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I'm in custom logos. That's why. Let's go back. Poll editor. So we're going to edit the poll first. Then we're going to do that. Get rid of that one. Okay. So this will load up our Dynasty poll. And you can edit all 3 of them if you want. I've only been editing the playoff poll as we've went, but you can edit the media and coaches poll as well. But so this is the shitty thing with this is that every single week, it will make it how the game wants to make it. So I can, if I want to make my poll set every single week, I'd have to go in after every single week, fix it for it to be how I want it. And I kind of did that like the last 3 games or so of the season. I went in with how I did my poll process and put the teams in that way, because you can kind of see so I had Nebraska at 2, Texas was 1, Alabama was 4, and so on. These guys were 3, but they lost in their playoff game or bowl game, conference championship game, excuse me. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at the very bottom and work our way up. Alright, so obviously these teams that are way down here have no shot at all of making a bowl. So what we're going to do is we got number 25. Coming in at 25th, we have, where are they at? UTSA. They were 10-3 on the season. Oh, I don't have my stats up here. Where's my stats? They were 10-3 on this season. They had a top. They had the 11th best offense with 103rd for defense. So not great. Not a great defense. They had a really good offense though. Let's see, number 24. We have Boston College. So just slide them down. 24, Boston College. 23 is going to be Miami. Let's see, at 22, we're going to slide Washington back down. So they actually dropped 2 spots from what I previously had them the week prior. And then Iowa at 21. So our last 5 spots, we got Iowa, Washington, Miami, Boston College, and UTSA. Let's see here. At number 19, we have the Pitt Panthers at 8-4. They're sitting at number 19. Oh, but first, 20. Can I click it? Did I break it? There we go. 20. Skip 20. We got Oregon State. They at 10-3. They're sitting at number 20. So they actually dropped 8 spots from how I did it the week prior. Pitt went up 3 spots. Let's see. They lost their conference championship game. I think they went down because of their offensive and defensive production. Because I didn't factor that really in, how good the offensive and defensive was throughout the season, just because that fluctuates so much and can fluctuate so much. But I think, let's see, Oregon State Let's see, Oregon State. Where are we at? They had the 10th best offense with the 91st defense. They lost a lot of points with their such bad defense. All right, so Pittsburgh at number 18. We have the Ohio State Buckeyes. So they went up one spot from previous. Number 17. We had Kansas State. And number 16 to round off these five, we had... they got them way up there. Okay, 16 is... Where are they at? TCU. So they moved up a spot. Kansas State moved up a spot. Ohio State moved up one. Factoring in some of our offensive and defensive productions, fluctuated the standings just a little, not too much. The biggest drop so far has been Oregon State because they were 12th, another 20th. But at 10-3, they probably weren't making the playoffs anyway, unless they would have won their conference title game. Let's see, number 15, we got Clemson, so they moved up one. 14 is Georgia Tech, they moved up one. 13 is Wisconsin. 12 is UCF. And then number 11 is Michigan. So UCF dropped 2. Michigan improved by 3. Wisconsin stayed the same. Alright, so we got 10 teams left. Nebraska is an auto bid, so they're automatically in. Then we beat Michigan State. Texas is an auto bid because they won their division outright. They don't have title games. Hopefully the game volume is still going on because I turned my speaker off so that way you wouldn't hear the game through my mic. So hopefully the game is still playing. Alabama, they beat Florida, so Alabama is an auto bid. Cincinnati, they're not an automatic bid, but they did win their conference title, so they have a chance to be an at-large bid. North Carolina State did not win their conference. Ole Miss did not. Arizona State did, so they're an auto bid. And North Carolina did, so North Carolina at 10-3 is an auto bid because they won over NC State. All right, so at number 10, we have Ole Miss. A 9-3 Ole Miss. They moved up one spot. And then number 9, not making the college football playoffs for us in year number 1, is going to be Cincinnati. So these 8 teams, not in any particular order as of right now, are our 8 playoff teams. You got Michigan State, North Carolina, Florida, Arizona State, NC State, Alabama, Texas, and Nebraska. These 8 teams are in the playoffs. Now let's just see who is in what and who's going to play who. So at number 8, winning the ACC and forcing their way into the playoffs is North Carolina. They are a number 8 seed. Because they probably wouldn't even have been in it if they wouldn't have won. Cincinnati would have taken their spot had NC State won that football game. At number 7 is going to be the Florida Gators. They're going to be a very tough number 7 team. Them losing to Alabama and their one lone loss during the year, plus who they played, put them in that number 7 spot. Their schedule was not very strong, so that's how they found themselves at number 7. At number 6 is going to be Michigan State, the team that lost in the Big Ten championship game. They probably would have been number 4, 3rd or 4th had they have won that football game. Spoiler, if you plan on watching it, Michigan State did not win. And at number 5 is going to be NC State, losing their conference title game, but still They were 12-0 during the regular season, one of only 3 undefeated teams at the end of the year. So they had a really good season. They did actually have some tough games. So they were at number 3, and they would have stayed at number 3 had they have won. But they dropped 2 spots to that thanks to that loss to North Carolina. And then number 4 is going to be Arizona State. With that 12-1 record, they went 11-1 during the regular season, and then they beat Oregon State for the Pac title. So Arizona State finds themselves at number 4. So the final 3 teams, maybe it's obvious, maybe it's not, but Alabama is going to be the number 3 team. They won the SEC. They were 11-1 during the regular year. They finished with a 12-1 record, landing them that number 3 spot. So then Texas, Nebraska fighting for first and second. I had Texas at number 1 every single poll. They've been undefeated all year, just like we have. They had a tougher schedule. I don't think they had any FCS teams. We had one. Let's see here. Texas had none. We had one. They each beat 3 ranked teams. Their offense was 8th. Their defense was 2nd. Our offense was 9th. Defense 26th. So I'm going to keep Texas at number 1, putting Nebraska at number 2. And this will be our top 25 college football playoff. So now what we got to do is we got to get our bracket. Got to make the bracket as soon as it saves. All right, good. I didn't know if it would have issues doing this with the game running, because I don't have Dynasty open, but I got the game open, so hopefully that's not a problem. So now we got to go to the college football playoff. We're doing 18. We're on step 1. So how it does this, though, we're going to have to probably switch it a little bit, because it does put all the champions, the Power 5, but then it does put the G5, the best champion from a non-Power 5. So it's Cincinnati's going to show up in this, but we're going to have to take them out. And then we'll have to rework our numbers, because they're probably not going to be 100% accurate, I don't think. I don't know if it's going to follow the poll completely. But it'll probably put Cincinnati in there and take Florida out, I suppose. All right, so number 1, we got Texas. Yes, I had Cincinnati there. 1 is Texas. 2 is Nebraska. 3 is Alabama. 4 is Arizona State. 5 is NC State. 6 is Michigan State. So it put North Carolina at 7. And then gave Cincinnati. So what we got to do is we got to click on them. Put Florida. Click on them. We got to put North Carolina. So here is our bracket. We got Texas, North Carolina, Arizona State, NC State, Nebraska going against Florida, Alabama going against Michigan State. So you could potentially have 2 Big Tens going head-to-head, or 2 SECs going head-to-head on this side. They're the only conference to have 2 teams. No, I lied. They're not, because in North Carolina you could have a ACC battle over on this side. So there's 3 conferences with 2 teams in it. So what we got to do is we got to go like that. Then I'm going to hit this cool screenshot button, and hopefully it works. But this will be our playoff. Let's just save this to college football playoff final. Yeah. All right, cool. I'll have to edit that to get it to be an actual picture later, because it sucks. All right, so here's the bowls. So these ones are all locked. This is our playoff right here. 1-8, 4-5, 2-7, 3-6. These are the placeholder games. So these 6 teams right here are not going to be in the bowl season. They're not going to have a bowl game. They're going to lose their bowl games. But they're just holding those spots for us. Because then what's going to happen is we'll play the game. We'll do step 2 of the bracket, and that'll take these spots. we'll do step 3 of the bracket, and that'll take this spot, and then whatever step 4 does. There's 4 steps. But yeah, you have to play each game. We got to play all 4 of these games before we can do the next step, which we're not going to do today. But if I wanted, I could edit every single one of these bowls, and I kind of want to edit them based on my college football top 25. So like, I don't know which of these bowls are like actually good. So like the Citrus Bowl, okay, we got 9 and 10, but the Outback Bowl, we should have whoever 12 is. Who's 12? UCF. So if we get rid of Georgia, maybe. I'm supposed to be able to click this, and it should be able to let me change it. Edit matchup. Okay, there we go. Click there. Georgia. UCF. Okay, so we got 11 and 12. So we're going to go... Who's 13 and 14? 13 and 14 is Wisconsin, Georgia Tech. Wisconsin, Georgia Tech. There we go. So 13, 14. Let's go 15 and... Oh, I can't do that one. So this one I can't edit. So this one I can here. Maybe this... I don't know. Do these names really mean anything? I don't know. Liberty Bowl. Sure. So 15 and 16 is Clemson, TCU. So I'll edit this one. Clemson. Edit again. And we got TCU. TCU. Okay, so then we need 17, 18, which is Kansas State, Ohio State. Edit. Kansas State. Ohio State, so 17, 18. So then we'll edit that one. 19 and 20. So here's 19. 19 is Pitt. Now, who knows if these games are actually going to be any good. So this will actually put a good test how good my method of ranking is. Because we're going to have more than just, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. We're going to have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 or 14 games to kind of choose from to see how good this system actually is. What the heck is this one? Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl? I've never heard of that one. Okay. Let's see. We got 19, 20. Who's 21 and who's 22? Iowa, Washington. Iowa, let's edit this one. Put Washington. Okay, then we got 23, 24. Miami. We'll just edit this one. Miami. And then 25, UTSA. They should probably play Missouri, because I think Missouri was kind of floating in the bottom of some polls. So, yeah, that should be good enough. Cool. So, if you feel happy with that, which I think we're good, hit save again. It's going to save that, or save. So, it's going to save our bowls. Everything here is saved and is ready for the playoffs. So, it should hopefully... So, okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to check this, make sure it worked. Alright, so we're going to quit this game. Wow, barn burner, 0-0. Good thing we had that going on in the background. Alright, so Dynasty. Hopefully I didn't break anything. It says we play Texas. Okay, now we play Florida. Good deal. So we're going to go schedules and scores. So we got Florida, Nebraska. Well, I'm actually going to do this here quick. I'm going to go... Oh, wait, hold on. Not there. Then we got our Alabama, Michigan State, Arizona State, NC State. Where was the other one? North Carolina, Texas. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna live stream all 4 games at once, and I might use my mic. It just depends, because I haven't been really used a mic, just because I got a family and kids, so it's kind of annoying. But I'm off work all next week, so I might do like 4 hours it might take, 4.5 hours, 4 to 5 hours, and stream all 4 games, and then the same thing for the next round, and then the same thing for the championship. Regardless, I guess, if I'm advanced or not, I'll probably do that for all of them. So yeah, I just want to test my madness here quick. All right, so we got 19 and 20. Well, let me see. Can I save this? Yeah, let's just save this quick. Is this game gonna be close? Or shoot, if I sim it, am I gonna? I'm not gonna sim anything because I don't want to screw it up. Because I just gotta sim the 4 games that matter. Oh yeah, we won the Heisman, by the way. Logan Smothers, our running back, took second. You gonna want to show us the voting? No. I wish I could it was a close voting, 100 and some points or votes or whatever you want to call it. But what I want to do quick is I want to go like that. So yeah, this is gonna be a tough game. Well, we've had tough games all year. A couple of them all year long. And I like how now it shows 2 and 7, because before, when I would at the college football polls, it would not change our ranking, because it was whatever the AP and coaches polls were. So we were like number 1 in the AP poll, but we were number 5 in the playoff poll, and it wouldn't put that in there. So I'm glad it shows the 2 and 7. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a screenshot quick. So that's done. So I got my thing for next game. I wish there was a way to make the bracket. I'm just gonna put the bracket as the. No, I don't really want the bracket as the cover for the video, because if anybody watches it, they'll know what it is. I mean, so the 3 people will be like, "Oh, spoiler." A monster win. Nebraska looks unbeatable after their 0-0 win against Florida. I want to hit Y. Okay, this was the Michigan State game. So yeah, this was our Big Ten championship game. We mopped the floor with them, putting it mildly. Okay, alright, so that's going to do it for this. We got everything set. We got our bracket ready to rock and roll. Probably Saturday night or Sunday night. Or Saturday, yeah. Well, we could do it Saturday night, Sunday night. One of those nights we will, because I want to get this done next week. So I want to do all three of my 7 days off. So yeah, here's our poll that we edited. It actually worked, so that's good. So yeah, next week we're going to get the whole playoff system done, and then I am going to realign the teams, the conferences. So we're going to be putting UCLA, USC in the Big Ten. Oklahoma and Texas are going to go to the SEC, and then those 4 teams that are going to the Big 12. Let's see, I got them written down. Most of the teams that are most likely going anyway to the Big 12. BYU, Cincinnati, Houston, and UCF. That's what I found online anyway. That those 4 teams are going to be heading to the Big 12. So Cincinnati, if you were in the Big 12, you would have had a better chance maybe. Who knows? But maybe you wouldn't have won as many games. Anyways, alright, so we're just going to leave that there, I think. We got everything situated, everything ready to rock and roll. It's going to be a fun first round.